What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Let's talk about that. Welcome to Silver's Perspective, the place where we ask ourselves empowering questions to get a wider perspective while thinking long term. I'm Silver. You can think of me as your future self. Yes, yourself in 10, 20, 30 years from now, sitting on the rocking chair, watching you, knowing who you really are, and guiding you. So while you get in touch to that older, wiser version of you, get comfortable while thinking about your day. What would you do differently today if you knew nobody would judge you? Think about it. Take your time. Imagine your day. Waking up in the morning, taking the shower, eating breakfast, going to work. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Maybe you will pick different clothes to work. Maybe you will communicate differently if you know nobody will judge you. What would you do more of? What would you do less of? What would you do differently in your day-to-day life if you wouldn't be bothered with other people passing judgment on you? How it will make you feel doing what you want to do, regardless what other people think? Would you feel free? That sense of freedom that you do what you want to do? Being true to yourself, not bothering too much about what other people think? What would you do differently in your day-to-day life if you know nobody will judge you? What's stopping you from doing these things differently, the way that you want to do them? What's stopping you? Is it the opinions of others? Is it their future judgment? Is that what's stopping you? Or is it yourself? Remember who I am. I'm that part of you. 10, 20, 30 years from now. I'm here to remind you. You wouldn't care too much what they think in 20 years, would you? Would you care what they think 10 years from now? Maybe, if not worried about the judgment of other people, maybe you would choose to work someplace else. And maybe you don't do it right now because you're afraid from other people's judgment. But would you care what they think 10 years from now? Or you'd rather be true to yourself, going for what you really want, regardless what other people may think about it? Do you prefer to be true to yourself and get that sense of completeness, knowing that you go to the direction that you really want? Feeling that sense of completeness also 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Well, if you want that sense of completeness in other areas in your life, while making other decisions in your life, or anything else, make sure to comment below so we can talk about that. Yes, in this relaxed, peaceful conversation with that part of you. Yes, me. 10, 20 years from now. Of course, in these episodes of Silver's Perspective, the place where we ask ourselves empowering questions to get a wider perspective about anything in life. See you in the next episode.